Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Conversations at the Rock Bar. We're your hosts, Daryl and Andrea, and we appreciate you coming back each and every week for another one, and we've got a special one for you tonight. We're going to be talking with famed producer, composer, and Grammy recording artist, Michelle Jones.
That's absolutely correct. And she is also the founder and leader of the band Violectric, who happens to be managed by Southwest Artist Group. So
That's awesome.
we love her. So we're super excited to talk to her tonight.
Exactly. And if you've been watching our other episodes, you know that we are in the Rock Bar, and we start out by making the drink of choice from the person we're going to be interviewing. And Michelle gave us hers, and Andrea is going to do that right now.
Absolutely. Let's do it. Hey guys, so tonight we're going to be making Michelle Jones' favorite drink, the Jack and Diet. So for this, you're going to need a glass, Jack Daniel's whiskey, specifically because that's Michelle's favorite, a glass of ice, and a Diet Coke. So now we're just going to pour the Jack neat, about 2 shots, whatever's left in my bottle, because we've drank some. That looks about right, right? All right. So we have our Jack, put that over there, fresh Diet Coke. We're gonna pour that here. And now you may be wondering, saying to yourself, Andrea, it's a Jack and Diet Coke. Why aren't you mixing them together? Well, because Michelle Jones likes to drink it this way. She drinks her whiskey neat with a chaser of Diet Coke. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. Salud. Jack, and I need the diet after that. It's actually really good together, but separate. You should try it. It's awesome. All right, so now we're going to go check in with Michelle and have a conversation.
Hey, and we are here with Grammy recording artist Michelle Jones. How you doing?
Hi. Oh, I'm great. How are you?
We are fantastic. Fantastic. Are you surviving through this whole pandemic mess? Probably as much as we are.
Always smile. Always smile. No, I'm grateful for a lot of things that came from this. I wound up being more creative than I ever thought I could be. And I've been inspired by so many people, and it's been a rather positive experience. I mean, I'm not saying it's all good, but we don't have to dwell on the stuff that's not good. I'd rather focus on all the things that are.
Right.
For example, I've had some downtime, and I can't remember the last time I had downtime. So
I think we all think that.
Yeah. Especially as a performer.
Oh, that's true. And don't get me wrong, I've been very, very blessed with the opportunities to be in so many places and do so many things. But I didn't realize just how much the universe said, you need to take a break. And I'm so sorry that everybody was forced to take that break with me. But
shame on you. No, it's nobody's fault. We all got a break, and hopefully we can get the world back to spinning again. So, yeah.
And I cannot wait. I've got so many exciting things going on, and 2021, I'm just going to tell you, it's going to be an amazing year. It is going to be an amazing year.
Well, we're going to talk about a few of those things that are coming up tonight, but we kind of alluded at the beginning of this episode that you, along with your ensemble, Violectric, and a few other projects that you've got, are with us now with Southwest Artist Group, and we're managing you guys, and you're our client, but you were our friend first. You and I met a long time ago at Disney. It was like 2007, maybe 2008, something like that. We won't get into
it. Was over a decade. I don't count.
It was over a decade. It was over a decade. Yeah. So, when did you actually get Violectric? Tell us a little bit about that and how that concept came into being.
Well, it goes back a ways, actually. It goes back to when I was a child and first heard Kashmir by Led Zeppelin. And so from that moment on, I'd already been playing violin for a couple of years. Mind you, it was, we'll talk about my age, but I do remember I do remember playing it on a vinyl record, on a record player, on a stereo that was in your living room. And it was just one of those things that drew me right in, the strings, the live strings. And I was already playing violin. My mom was a member of the symphony orchestra in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And it was one of those things where I said, I think I want to do this.
Okay.
And next thing I know, fast forward many years, 1995, I had the chance to play Kashmir with Cajun Plant on tour. Yes.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
It was their No Quarter tour. So that was amazing. And then from then on, it just led into being able to play a lot of shows, as well as playing in the symphony, as well as then becoming in front of the symphony as a soloist. So I've done a lot of that. And then around 2008 is when I said, there's a popular thing going on right now where, although no groups had really done it that I was aware of at the time, where what if we took modern music and arranged it for string quartet, string quintet, and then we said, well, what if we add the live keyboards and synthesizers, and let's add the live drums. And next thing you know, I said, that's it, that's where I need to stop, is string quintet, keys, drums. Poof, 9 people, there it is, that is Violectric.
Okay.
And our first show as Violectric was in right the night before Halloween in 2010. It was a charity event. So that was our actual first show as the live band Violectric. And from then on, we performed at Hard Rock Live. We did education programs in China right after that in 2011. And we've always had a passion for education as well as performing and teaching people how to make a living out of being a musician,
Okay.
and not just being an educator, which is great that we have educators, don't get me wrong, but there's also other opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
And as you know, with your backgrounds,
Yeah.
you both know that there's a lot of other roles in the events business and the concerts business that are not necessarily performers.
Absolutely.
In fact, I would dare say, 10 times as many roles, if not more. I don't know.
There's a few.
I would
Depending on the
agree
show.
with you on that and say that people that go to live performances, whether it be a rock concert or a symphony orchestra, have no idea how many people behind the scenes, and not even that are in that location, it took to get that artist on stage for them to enjoy. No idea at all.
Absolutely. They don't understand all of the back things. And that's part of what this pandemic has impacted. Bringing it back to your first question, was how did the pandemic impact us? Well, it did not just impact the people who are on stage.
Yeah.
It impacted the millions and millions of workers who are not on the stage necessarily, unless they're hanging lights or setting up sound and stuff,
Yeah.
but all the support that goes around it. Everyone from the people who are serving the beer and the hot dogs
Mm-hmm.
at the concession stand,
Yep.
all the way to the lighting and the riggers, to the people who help run the show itself, to the people backstage who are security guards
Yeah.
monitoring the venue,
Yeah.
and the drivers of the giant tractor trailers and the touring shows and all the support that goes behind that.
Yeah.
And just how many, and then all the hotel rooms and all of the people that work in the hotels,
Yeah.
and then that inside of the business.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So the pandemic just devastated,
Yeah.
I would say, not just half of the jobs, it devastated all of the jobs
Yeah.
that are associated with live events, including corporate events and
Yeah.
concerts and shows.
We started the business last year, which was the sole purpose of it was to work with live entertainers, get them out on the road, manage them, do all that stuff. Right before the pandemic started, we were fortunate to sign with you and Violectric, and then we're like, okay, now what do we do? So we started a YouTube channel.
Still trying to get the word out there.
Yeah. I mean,
And I'm so glad you did. I
What-
really am. Like I said, I've enjoyed watching the other series that you have filmed too. I'm learning a lot just from that. So that kudos to you both for starting that.
well, and I'll tell you, a friend of mine that I work with, we were talking one day, and she's like, why don't you guys start like a YouTube show? And I'm like, I don't know, what would we do? And they're like, you know a lot of people. You could probably pull this off. And so then we started this, and then our Out and About was just kind of something fun we decided to do, and it's gotten pretty good. So we'll be doing some more. So yeah, it was fun.
There we go.
It is called Conversations from the Rock Bar. So
It
I
is.
believe
And
I may say cheers to you.
there you go.
from our rock bar. Yes.
And our bar cat Murphy has not made an appearance on any episode yet, but he's really testing my.
Oh, I'm okay with Murphy being an appearance.
So everybody might get to meet Murphy tonight.
We'll see.
We'll see. He's getting a little wound up with me, going, "No, I'm going to make it on this show."
So I see your light bow behind you. That's kind of one of the things that sets you and your group apart from any other performance group out there. Tell us a little bit about
Absolutely.
that and how long what sparked that.
Well, this is sparked by. Well, what do you think? It looks more like a lightsaber, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Eat your heart out, George Lucas.
That is it. This is actually a laser, and so inside this laser, the light is traveling down a fiber optic cable, and then of course to yet another special kind of fiber optic cable that is not available to anyone because my husband helped invent this. We love Jerry, and it basically lights the bow up all the way to the end. I also have an instrument that was debuted at the Neon Museum in Las Vegas, and I call this my neon violin. It also changes color.
Very cool.
You can see I've just got it on a demo setting right now, but it can be controlled to be changed. There's pretty purple and fun colors, definitely fun colors. Red, green, all kinds of good stuff. But what we do is we do like to have the lights, because you're right, it does set us apart. It's part of Violectric.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And the electric part of the show is that instruments light up, bows light up, costumes light up, shoes light up. I'm not wearing my lighted shoes tonight, but we do have lighted shoes. Just different things that we have, and because we know that audiences hear with their eyes. Mm-hmm. It's not just the sound. Mm-hmm. And especially in today's world where we're a lot on virtual and on the internet, sometimes the sound quality isn't always so good. Mm-hmm. We admit that. I mean, when I'm listening on my computer, it's not always the best. Now, when I'm listening through these amazing speakers, now we've got the sound. But normally on my little laptop, sound's not so good. So we know they're also listening with their eyes. Mm-hmm. And we thought, let's make it interesting as well. So not only do we have choreography where we're moving around the stage, we are in the audience. Well, we'll see how this goes with COVID-19, yeah. But we do like to go out into the audience, and they can be up close and personal with us, so they can really see that we're actually playing. Mm-hmm. We're not bow syncing to a track. It's really us on everything that we play.
Yeah.
And with that visual of the lights, and they dance and they flash and they go with the music, and we have lighting designers, such as yourself, yes, who can actually program the entire show, including everything on the stage, for our instruments to go with it. Everything goes together. It is a total package. It's not just oh look, they put some blinky lights on their instruments. Oh yay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
That's
and
cool.
The fact that all of our musicians again really are playing, and that's what makes it very strict for us, is it's not just about your physical appearance. You have to be able to play. Take it the next step, and you realize everything has to be memorized. Mm-hmm. There are no music stands in front of us. You cannot have interaction with a music stand in front of you, right, or an iPad. You can't.
Yeah.
So there's no music stands in front of us. We're making eye contact with the audience. We're smiling while we're playing. We're making eye contact with each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're watching each other. We're hearing each other. It is probably the highest level of ensemble of any type of group. It's combination of concert with chamber music, with theater, and full-on production combined, and that is Violectric.
That's awesome.
And that's Murphy.
Hey, Murphy.
All right, Murphy, come here.
Yeah.
You can be part of this for a second. Okay.
Say hi to the people.
Say hi to the folks. Say hi to our peeps.
Hi.
Say hi, Michelle.
Maybe he heard my voice and recognized it.
Probably.
Oh.
You'll see her in a few weeks. Okay, now go away. All right, maybe we'll keep that one in.
Oh man.
So would you like to? We've got one more question, and then we've got a viewer question. Would you like to play something for us?
Sure.
Maybe.
Sure.
We're at the rock bar. Something rocky. Not
something
rocky. But,
oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, my electric that I showed you a second ago is not connected in right now at the moment, so we'll have to use what most people recognize.
Yes.
All right.
This is an acoustic violin.
Yes.
This is what people see in a symphony. So,
I feel underdressed for this.
Yes.
all right. Something rocky. Here we go.
I feel like I need a lighter.
Right?
When the acoustic came out, I thought, man, I need to go put my tux on, and now I feel like I need holy jeans and a t-shirt. So
I told you, we like the rock music.
that's right.
That's fantastic.
That's right. So a little bit ago, Andrea kind of threw up the word spark because during this pandemic, you have come up with a whole different concept that also ties in everything that you do with Violectric and Fretless Rock and all of your wonderful musicians that you have brought together for all the cool stuff that you do. So tell us a little bit about the project.
We have started the Violectric Education Program Spark Series, which stands for Short Professional Artists Reaching Kids Series. Of course, we have to shorten it, Sparks, and it's electric. What we're doing is every Thursday we release a new video. Each video is around 5 to 7 minutes, and we kept it very short because we understand how attention spans can be, especially with children. And I keep thinking about when we were growing up, how cartoons, and even modern day cartoons, they're only about 5 to 7 minutes long, and then there's a commercial break, and then there's another cartoon or continuation, but there's only about 5 to 7 minutes. Then there's another thing, there's a TV show that shows how things are created and how they're made. And we were thinking, what if we did a combination of that with like what you see on reality TV shows, that are like competition shows, talent shows and stuff, they
Right.
only give 90-second performances. They're very, very short, 90 seconds. So what if we do like 5 minutes or so of how something is done, and then we give a 90-second concert of what was being taught over here, and then you put the two together, and poof, you have Violectric Spark.
Love it.
That was very cool. Yeah, we've had a chance to watch them all, and I will say I'm not really a musician. These guitars are strictly for show. You completely lose me in the first 30 seconds, but they're not for me.
Well, maybe some of the others will. We've got more coming. Don't worry.
But it seems like they're designed for young ones as well as experienced. But experienced is the key word. They've got some experience in those instruments where they're learning something maybe a little deeper than what they would learn in school.
And that's the point. We want to spark the interest, and maybe they see something and they're like, well, I didn't realize that I could do that. Or I didn't know what that was for. Even if you don't play piano, you always wonder, well, what are those pedals down at the bottom? What do they do? Are they the volume? Do they make it go? So, like a car.
Yeah.
And so we try to just do little small samples. Again, we try to keep it condensed to 5 minutes. The first one that we released was on a brief history of modern musical notation, and I could teach an entire year college course on that. But that would bore people to tears, especially when I'm trying to keep it in a 5-minute video.
Right.
So I tried to shorten it for that. Another one that's coming out this week is about different kinds of A's, like tuning. Different people tune to different A's. And so that's going to be one that's coming up. Another one that just got released was about the difference between a pedal harp and a lever harp, or a lever harp, depending on where you live. They pronounce it lever, lever. And a lot of people didn't even realize, oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
So that was why we wanted to do stuff like that. We've got more coming. We've already been, during the pandemic, we've been filming a lot of things and coming up with ideas. And now it looks like we're going to have enough to get us through the rest of the year.
That's awesome.
Every Thursday.
Fantastic.
Our principal arranger, his name is Paul Quavit, and he is going to do one about solfege and singing. So it's not just instrumental stuff, and we're trying to keep it that way. Then we've got our DJ coming in to show how to lay down a beat, and
cool.
how to improvise on top of it. So that's one that's coming up later. And again, we're just releasing them as we go, as we get them edited.
Yeah.
And it's just different things like that. I've done one that is going to be coming out soon about how to submit a video audition. And a lot of the middle schoolers and high schoolers are going to need that, especially even after this is over. A lot of schools are accepting video auditions as opposed to live auditions.
Okay.
And so we want to help them, prepare them for that, so they can get scholarships and get into their college eventually.
That's wonderful.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. So we have a viewer question for you. Let me get it. This is from Allie in Las Vegas. She says, you've performed for so many artists and with so many different people across the world. Who was your most favorite to work with?
Oh gosh. Well, I can be personal, especially with Las Vegas, and say my absolute favorite is Mr. Las Vegas. He is my favorite Wayne Newton, and for a multitude of reasons. First of all, he is genuinely Mr. Las Vegas.
Yes.
And the nicest person you'll ever meet. He is the same on stage, off stage, cameras rolling, not rolling, it doesn't matter. He is the same.
Yeah.
And he's genuine through and through. And as well as that, he's a super talented professional entertainer, musician. He's the whole package.
The guy plays it all, still.
He still does. I know. I can't wait for shows to come back.
Yeah.
Because he's invited me. He's like, when we have shows, you've got to be here again. I said, okay, I'll be there. Because we did touring and stuff for the last couple of years. So he's probably hands down my favorite. Before Mr. Newton, Mr. Las Vegas, there's been a lot of amazing people. When I worked with Frank Sinatra Jr., that was an interesting experience because he lives up to his reputation too.
Ah, okay.
We'll leave it at that. we'll say cheers.
We'll have a drink for that one, yes.
But he is fun. He was a lot of fun. There's a lot of wonderful artists. You probably don't know the group, or you may have heard of it, but what I love more than anything is being able to play the music. It's an honor to play it with the live people when they're alive, but a lot of what we play, the people unfortunately have already passed on. And for me personally, I love the music of Elvis Presley.
Oh, of course.
And he's also he's king of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
There's Mr. Las Vegas and there's King of Las Vegas. And Elvis is the king. And I just love his music. And it's been an honor for a couple of years now to perform on the International Theater stage at the Westgate there in Las Vegas as the music director for shows of the arrangements of Elvis's music. And we were supposed to be there this July.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that show has been postponed. It's not been canceled, it's been postponed. And we already have the dates of July 9th through the 11th of 2021.
Sweet.
You can go ahead and get your tickets now through Westgate Las Vegas through their box office. And so I'm very excited that we're going to be able to do that and do the music. So for me, the music that I love to play is music of others as well. And Elvis is truly one of my favorites.
That's very cool. Excellent. Awesome. Anything else that you want to touch on that we haven't touched on already before we wrap everything up?
I can't wait till the holiday season rolls around because we're hoping everything calms down by then.
Yes.
Because we are so excited that we have our Violectric holiday show, and that's where we take songs that you're familiar with already. For example, Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run. Okay, we all know what Born to Run sounds like. Well, instead of whatever the melody line is on that, which is a lot of imagine, oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree.
Okay.
The melody for that on top of everything else from Born to Run, and it just goes like this.
All right.
And next thing you know, it's a mashup.
Love it.
And then another example is where we do Moves Like Jagger. Maroon 5, I think, now popular piece. I mean, it's been around for a while now, but but people have heard of that one for sure, Moves Like Jagger. But we put God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen as a melody that goes with it.
Okay.
And we do mashups, and that's what we do every year for the holiday season. And we're getting ready for our 8th annual Violectric Holiday Show that we do here in my hometown of Orlando, Florida. And I've got hometown in Vegas, hometown in Orlando. I consider them both. I consider them both hometowns. And in Orlando, Florida, this will be our 8th year doing the Violectric Holiday Show at Lake Eola.
Fantastic.
It's outside. The weather here in December is beautiful.
Yeah.
So,
Yes,
so we
it
can
is.
have an outdoor show at night with all these lighted bows and lighted instruments. And people bring their pets.
Yeah.
And we support the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando. It's a big charity event as well, but it's a free concert for our friends here in the Central Florida area. And it spreads some holiday cheer and supporting a good organization at the same time.
That's fantastic. Well, I will say that our goal at Southwest Artist Group, with the big fingers crossed that 2021 opens up the floodgates for live music, we're going to put you guys on tour and give the whole United States a chance to see the Violectric group as a whole and just rock the house.
Rock the nation.
Oh, we'd love to.
Rock the nation?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. No, we're going to rock the world.
There
I
you go.
want to take over the world.
No boundaries.
And
The No Boundaries tour.
I love
But
it.
then, oh, have you seen the new space tourist thing where there's like this balloon thing that's tethered that is going up into space? have you seen about this? There's a group where they have it. It's going to be at Cape Canaveral. And it's basically going to take you on a ride up, and you are out just at the very edge of the atmosphere, and you get to see space, and you get to look down at the earth and stuff. And I've already pitched them. I'm like, I want to be the first live musician.
There you go.
Yes.
For your very first ride.
This music is out of this world.
It is. So I'm ready for that.
That's
How
awesome.
did they get insurance? Man.
That would be incredible.
That is awesome. All right. We want to thank you very much for spending time with us tonight. It's so great to see you and all this. And we're going to see you in a few weeks anyway, live and in person. But we wanted to make sure this was going to be out there. So make sure you check out the Violectric YouTube for your Spark series. And watch for Violectric and Michelle Jones out on the road when the world opens up. And it's going to be a blast.
Yeah.
It's going to be quite a ride, my
you.
dear.
Oh, and definitely you can find us. There's a link on the Southwest Artist Group. There's a link
That's
to
right.
us, including all of our education series. So
That's
just go
right.
to Southwest
Absolutely.
Artist Group, click the link, and come find us.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hey, thanks for joining us for another edition of Conversations at the Rock Bar. Big special thank you to Michelle Jones from Violectric. We hope you enjoy her drink as well. Very simple, but very fast.
Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe, and definitely check out the links below to both the Sparks video series that they have on Violectric page, as well as some other videos that they have put out. Goodbye.
Murphy finally got on the show. All right. Thanks a lot.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Next week.